Hey guys, and welcome to another Saturday Mega Wellness. I am Dell with Omega Sports. It is Saturday morning. We are super happy to be talking about wellness today, live here on Facebook. On screen today, I want to welcome our friends here, Stephen and Katie Beckstrand. Good morning.
Morning.
You guys having a good time there? You're over in Franklinton, right?
Yes, we are. Nice cloudy today, but it's raining now.
Yeah, yeah. So you guys are joining us today. So folks that have watched the show know that I had you guys plucked up as a Insta fave. You guys are the dynamic duo behind a new brand called Stay Stranded.
Yeah.
So a new t-shirt line designed for North Carolinians, correct? Showing love
Yeah.
to North
Yeah.
Carolina.
And people to find what they love and get stranded in it and stay stranded in it, all sorts of facets of life. So,
Yeah, so you guys, that if you guys remember on the show, I talked about this brand, how it's a family effort. We'll talk about that when we dive really into the brand, but you guys have really kind of inspired people on Instagram, especially during this time where, we're told that we have to be safe and we have to stay home and isolate and protect ourselves. And you guys are saying, stay safe, take your family out and find some adventure. And I think you became a thrill for us to watch you guys go out every day finding adventures with your family, and then you're taking that inspiration and putting it on this wearable art that you have on these t-shirts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's the one thing that we wanted to do is just connect with people and enjoy what you love to do, whether it's at the beach or in the mountains, and just stay doing what you love to do. So that's what we've been trying to do with the family.
yeah, and finding things around North Carolina that we can do in a day or, that are free because our family size. So, a lot of hiking and exploring lots of stuff, and just our kids are loving it, and it's been a great thing. So,
Yeah, we've seen more places in the last 3 months than we have in the last
few years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how the world can sometimes pause and make you reevaluate. And I love what you said there, Katie. You said, you're looking for things that really are just in abundance here in North Carolina that don't cost a whole lot. It's
Yeah.
really just more about sometimes remembering that there are things out there to do. Not to mention, a lot of things are closed these days. So, nature is always open. So it's nice to be able to inspire folks to go out there and get some sun and adventure and really respect where we live, which is there's so many wonderful things that North Carolina allows us to just benefit from that sometimes in the regular day-to-day hustle and bustle we tend to forget.
Yeah, it's exactly just even like because we have the beach. We're here in Franklinton or even Raleigh. If you don't know where Franklinton is,
It's only
you
20
got
minutes
the
away.
I know, got the beach a couple hours away, the mountains a couple hours away. You can totally do things within a day, and the parks are great. Even small. We just went into Creedmoor, which is 20 minutes. Was it east?
Yeah,
I'm pointing
west.
that way, west. Sorry. And they have this really cool little hike trail with a sports thing. I don't know if you saw the video of my husband and son jumping over the little hurdles, but it's just a park set up for an Eagle Scout project, and it was great to go and it's a great trail.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
And yeah, the kids loved it. They loved doing all the activities. So
Yep. And I know that there are parents out there that are probably saying, man, I just need something to do with my kids today. These kids have been in the house. They can't go to their friend's house like they used to. They can't go to the skate parks like they used to. They can't go to the mall like they
yeah.
used to. So, you guys are helping parents really kind of get back even more family time and more family adventure.
And that is one of the things we wanted to do is have a time to do with our family. So each Sunday we pick a place, that we've either seen or I saw the park in Creedmoor just driving to into Creedmoor one day. I was like, oh, I want to check that out. And so it's been really cool to do that and have the kids see all what's in nature and they get along. So it's nice to have that moment, that they're all just running and playing. So,
Yep, yep. Well, I want to give a shout out to Megan who joined us. She's in our comments here that says, I love their t-shirts. Megan Nichols there giving you a shout out.
oh, awesome. Thanks, Megan.
If folks know
Hi.
Megan, she's all about adventure, her and her husband Harrison. So if they give you guys a thumbs up, that means you guys must be doing something right.
Yeah, we actually a couple of her things she posted for places to go, like the Okanichi Speedway. I'd never heard of that. Lived in North Carolina my whole life, never heard of it. So That was awesome. She's got great recommendations for that. So.
Absolutely. For folks that don't know, Megan is the curator and owner of a fantastic, another InstaFave, NC Eat and Play, which Mega has done some work with as well. So if you're looking for adventure and great places to eat, that's the NC Eat and Play. And if you're looking for family time, adventure, definitely Stay Stranded is a great wearable brand that reminds people that there's a lot of local love that's out there to be explored. So guys, we're going to have you back in, because one of the things I want to dive into is that you keep saying that you're going out with your family, you've created this, memorable new brand, but we're talking, you got a pretty sizable family that we want to talk about. And yet I just that you've got a made for, you've got models for days.
Yes, exactly.
And then, of course, I'd love for you guys, there's lots of shirts behind you. I'd love for you guys to kind of hold up some shirts and talk about maybe some of the inspiration behind some of the designs. But we'll get with that in a second. First, if I can, I'm going to go ahead and jump into some Omega news, and we'll have you right back.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
All right. All right, guys. So for Omega news, I just want to quickly, we've got a lot to get to with the Beckstrands. I want to just quickly jump into our email today, which is really a reoccurring theme throughout every one of our daily emails. Make sure you are opening up your emails. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my screen here. So we've got our MegaFlex coupon. We've been talking about it now for 2 weeks. It's 20 off of 90 entire purchases. There are some exclusions that do apply. The promo code, I'm going to give a big old shout out if you can't see it on screen. It is August 20, because you can take 20 off of 90. If you are looking for ways to stay active, if you want to get out there moving more, you definitely want to make sure that you're getting into the right gear, and Omega Sports wants to be your neighborhood sports store to allow you to do that. So today, I want to remind everyone, it's a great weekend to get out there and save. It's 20 off of 90 your entire purchase. Just know that coupon, that MegaFlex coupon, actually ends on Monday. So on August 31st, believe it or not, it sounds like summer's ending, right? We're going into September. So let's go ahead and make the most of all the great savings that Omega Sports has to offer before this MegaFlex coupon runs out on the 31st. And then I'm going to scroll down here because we have a little added bonus this weekend that I want to go ahead and bring your attention to. So on several of our Saturday Mega Wellness shows, we've had orthopedic surgeons join us. We've had musculoskeletal experts join us talking about how to reduce pain and injury when you are staying active. And every single time we've talked about it, we've also had our own active play experts talk about the need to be properly fitted for your footwear. So when we say that, we also want to remind folks that there is definitely an opportunity for folks to consider orthotic insoles. It's a really important opportunity for folks to get the most out of their footwear. If you're staying active, if you've got some slight injury pains, or even just some major ones, and you need that added support, we definitely want to encourage you guys to, live and stay well when it comes to your care, when it comes to your foot, your ankles, and your knees. And we believe that we have the best world-class brands that are available in insoles. So starting today, actually, I think we started it yesterday, but in today's email, we want to remind everybody that with our Fast Rewards, you guys know about Fast Rewards. This is where Omega Sports is the only place that will pay you more and pay you faster when you shop with us. So our general Fast Rewards are $5 off of every $50 that you spend. But because we really want to put an emphasis on total care, we want to make sure that you are equipped with everything that you need in your footwear, and that includes an insole. So starting today, we've got double rewards. So every $50 you spend, you're actually going to now make double the rewards. So that's $10 on every $50 you spend when you buy an insole at Omega Sports. So definitely have those conversations. You remember we had Tom, our market leader in Winston-Salem, talking about the need to be fitted. A lot of these shoes are made with lots of cushioning and they're designed for performance, but they're not individualized. And Omega Sports has invested in technology to really individualize the recommendations for your goals that you have for your activities, and then specifically your feet. You can go into an Omega Sports and do a proper fit session. It takes a few seconds to do. It's free and easy. They will scan your foot. There are these micro lasers that will go around and cameras that will take a shot of your foot. And then that'll give us what we need to know as active play experts to make sure that you're in the right footwear. That footwear, again, can be even more individualized with the proper orthotics inside, because you may need a little extra cushion, you may need more arch support, which of course the shoe is not going to always give you, because again, a brand can't make a shoe for every type of foot need out there. So that's where our experts come in and can say, this is something that we encourage you to take advantage of. And I'll tell you that I know there were years ago, I thought that was something that I'm too young for. That is something that I don't need. That is something for my parents. I'm telling you, it makes all the difference. So no matter what you're investing in your activity level and your fitness level, make sure that you're geared up with the right orthotics as well. So again, double rewards. That's $10 off of every 50 for insoles. This will go on for about a month. So it'll end on September 28th. So it started yesterday and it'll go for another 30 days until September 28th. But go into your neighborhood sports store. You can also buy the insoles online and earn your double rewards. Okay. All right. So now I would like to go ahead and switch off my screen and talk about my InstaFaves. Actually, I want to go to my InstaFave real quick. Let me go to my Instagram page here. All right. So just a real big shout out to our active play experts. As we keep talking about running and people staying active, one of the things that has really over the last several months continued to thrive is our tennis department. So if you are looking for an activity to have fun, if you're looking for an activity that you can still safely get out there and play and have fun, tennis is the game. We are going to be bold about it. We're going to put it out there, and we've got the best products out there. If you look at this Instagram post that we put out there, we've got Babolat, Wilson, Head, K-Swiss, Adidas, Nike, Asics, Penn, and we're bringing in Prince in some of our stores. So if you are a tennis player, or maybe you've been looking for that great activity to get out there and move, go to your neighborhood sports store, go online to omegasports.com, and remember that tennis is available. Both the footwear and all of the gear and all the clothing that you need to have fun on the courts. All right, that's my InstaFave. And before I go into our wellness segment with, again, our weekly segment from Charlotte Chiropractor, Dr. Clay Sankey, I want to give a quick little shout out to some folks in our comments here. Vicky says, love these shirts and love sharing the outdoors with the Beckstrand. So another shout out for Stay Stranded. Ashton says the same thing. Stay stranded, stay stranded, yo. Ashton, I like how you talk there. Stay Stranded is the coolest brand made by the coolest people. So more love there. So let me just move on so I can get the Beckstrands back on screen here. But first, every week, we want to make sure that we're giving you guys some great advice. And there's no better partner that we've worked with that we love having every single week than Dr. Clay Sankey from our Charlotte market. He's got his practice, TruMotion Therapy, that helps folks with all their musculoskeletal needs, where it's pain, prevention, injuries, whatever it is. He's been an expert that we're proud to share. And today he's going to share a quick video on hyperextension back pain issues.
One common cause of low back pain is an overextension of the lower back. We call this a hyperlordosis. When this is the case, we see a forward rocking of the pelvis and an overexaggeration of the normal curve in the low back. This causes the tissues in the low back, those muscles and joints, to become very tight and compressed. We also tend to see an inactivity of the abdominals in the front of the body, and we also see just a habit of holding our body in a hyperextended position. It can be hard to break that habit. So I'm going to take you through 3 strategies that, number 1, is going to help relax and reduce the compression of those tissues in the low back. Number 2, engage the abdominals in the front. And number 3, help you break that habit of holding yourself in that overly extended posture. So we're going to start by laying on our back. When you lay here relaxed, you're going to notice that there is some space between your lower back and the floor beneath you. We want to work on decreasing that space, on flattening the back against the floor. That's going to take us out of that overextended position in the low back. So to start, you can just take your hands, put them under your low back, and focus on pushing your lower back into your hands and holding, okay? When you do that, you're gonna feel, you just have to engage those abdominals, okay? You can't do this without it. So you're gonna push your back into the floor, rocking that pelvis back, okay? Once you feel good pushing into your hands, just remove your hands and push into the floor and hold. Next, we're going to resort to an old favorite yoga move, the cat-cow. Nice thing about the cat-cow is we can work on spinal flexion and spinal extension. And when we have that hyperlordosis, when we have that overextended spine, it's the flexion that we need to work on. But unfortunately, sometimes people are just stuck in that hyperextension, and they just, as much as they try, they just can't push into that flexion at all. So what you can do is you can take a band, take the band, put it around the lower segments of your low back and go through the cat-cow, but really focus on isolating the movement to the lower part of the spine, pushing into that band. Push those lower segments into the resistance of the band. Again, think about rocking that pelvis back, tightening the abdominals, and push into the band. Next, we're going to work on training the strength of the lower abdominals by getting into a frog position, or what we call a 6-month developmental position. So you're going to start on your hands and knees. I then want you to space your knees out nice and wide and walk your hands forward so your torso makes a straight line with your thighs. Okay, from here, we really want to focus on avoiding that hyperextension. We want to focus on avoiding sticking that booty out. Bring your belt buckle up towards your nose so you're rocking your pelvis backwards. Okay, bring that belt buckle up towards your nose. You're going to feel those lower abdominals start to engage. From here, we can just hold this position as a plank as we engage that muscle, as we focus on rocking the pelvis back, or you can challenge yourself a little bit more by reaching out with one hand at a time. Always maintaining that good position in the lower abdominals and in the low back.
Well, we want to thank Dr. Clay Sankey once again. Every week we always have great content from him. That was actually one of a series of popular videos he did on back pain that I wanted to make sure that we continue to keep sharing, because we keep getting great questions. He's been on our show, answered viewer questions in the past, and we'll have him on the show again. If you are interested in anything that Dr. Sankey has to offer, if you're in the South Charlotte area, you can always go to TruMotion.com, and of course follow him on Instagram at TruMotion Therapy. So the website, I'm sorry, is TruMotionTherapy.com, and then you can follow him on Instagram at TruMotion Therapy. Man, we've got a lot of folks in our comments already today. So Camille, hello, good morning. Trisha, hello, good morning. Guys, there's a note in comments. If you are liking what you see and you want to help share this with your pages, all you have to do is go to the little button over there that says share, and just hit share, and the video will actually play right on your page so your friends can actually watch with you as well, and or watch it later once the show is recorded and we're done. All right, so lots of love for Stay Stranded already. Let's go ahead and bring back our duo at Stay Stranded. Let's bring back Stephanie and Katie.
Stephen.
I'm sorry, Stephen, what did I say?
Stephanie.
Oh, I'm just making stuff up now. There you go. Stephen and Katie, there you go. Your fans out there are gonna like slam me now. Well, guys, you know, one of the things that is really important for me to make sure that we say here is that when we talk about wellness, you know, in Mega Sports in 2020, when we started the year into this new kind of decade, we said that we were going to be hyper-focused on wellness. But wellness is for us 360. It is not just, what Dr. Sankey says, which is making sure that you're stretching well, making sure that you're taking better care of your body. We've had lots of experts come in and teach us mindfulness and yoga and breathing techniques. But more importantly, part of our wellness strategy is to grow a greater neighborship with our communities. And I think what resonated with the brand Stay Stranded is that's what you guys are doing. You're sharing neighborship. You are sharing your love for your local areas, and you're amplifying them through your social media, of course, on Instagram, but then you're also now making it wearable so folks can show that local love.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things I'm going to jump into is let's talk about how the brand began.
Okay.
So Stephen, I know you have a design background.
Yeah. I've been a graphic designer for quite a long time, and just had a traditional art background. And I've always wanted to do my own thing as a graphic designer. And I was trying to come up with something that I could sell using my designs and my artwork. And with the help of my wife here, we came up with Stay Stranded. And so it's a little bit of a play off of our last name, which is Beckstrand. And then also as a designer, I felt like I was, stranded on an island, like just doing my designs, sending it out into the world. And so we came up with this idea, and we kind of thought, this could really connect with a lot of people. And, not just being on a, tropical island, you're stranded there and enjoying the beach. But even if you love being in the mountains or go camping or, being with your family, doing it, whatever activity that is you guys love to do, like just do that and enjoy the moment and stay stranded. So that was kind of the idea.
I love it. I love it. And I know that, so just to put an emphasis on, so you're designing every single t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're putting your creativity, your artistry, your talent into the blood, sweat, and tears of creating this new business for your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Many early mornings and late nights of sketches, and then me telling him, let's try that again.
I was going to say, Katie, so do you get to approve every design?
Yes.
She does. Yeah. I ask her for feedback, and what does she think? She gives me some good instruction.
Yeah.
So,
Well, good. So we're going to talk more about the brand, but let's go ahead. I know there's folks that are probably saying, well, can I see some of the shirts? Obviously, you guys have Stay Stranded that you're wearing, but then you've got some hung up there. Do you have any particular shirts that you'd love to kind of showcase full frontal in the camera there?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I have the, I'm trying to figure out which way. This is the like camper one to up in the mountains. And these are some kind of based off North Carolina mountains with biking and stuff, because we love camping. And this actually is my aunt who lives in Asheville. She has a camper like this and gave us the idea to do that one. So that was pretty cool. And you have
and this one is disc golf, right? So there's a lot of disc golf courses in North Carolina. It's pretty popular. And, from my experience, I didn't see a lot of apparel out there for disc golf. And so that was one thing that I wanted to include and just share some of the love to those who like to throw the disc.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you right now, we may need to have an Omega Sports Stay Stranded disc golf tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
You just nailed it. I know. Moving to North Carolina, friends of ours, our producer Mary, who started to fall in love with disc golf, and of course it just kind of picked up in my life. And Mary is a huge disc golfer, and we also obviously have it in Omega Sports that you can pick up some of your gear. But I love that you put an emphasis on something that is out there that most people don't realize is out there.
Yeah.
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 And then one of the, I guess,
this was kind of our starting point. So this was just my oldest daughter. Oh, there you go. My oldest daughter really she wanted a red truck, right? And so I said, you know what, just be out there in the country on a dirt road and stay stranded, just driving your truck and going for a ride. And then this is kind of what was the very first design, was the truck one. And so that's kind of like our classic. And then
well, I will have to say, I think the first design though was the logo, his brand.
Oh, yeah.
The compass.
And that's on the back of every t-shirt.
Shirt, yeah.
So.
And I don't know if you can tell the difference in this compass is the middle point is actually a pencil because they tied in his art background and then kind of
so
like,
if you can see, it's supposed to be like a pencil going through the compass in the back.
and so that was what he came up with. So like compass is finding your direction, finding what makes you happy and getting there, and then tying in his art background with it. So I think that was the first one.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
and staying stranded doesn't mean you're lost, right? You know exactly what you're doing.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Ashton gives a big shout out on love the truck shirt. I just want to give Ashton a big shout out for loving the original truck shirt there. Looks like a classic, T-shirt that we absolutely would represent our communities really well. So I think that's a great design. Now, so let's talk a little bit more about Stay Stranded. I mean, so when you're on your Instagram page, what I see a lot of catalog models that you guys have hired to show that you guys have adult sizes and kid sizes. So who are these models?
So they are our children. We do have 8. So they range from 17 down to
1.5.
1.5. I'm like, how old is He's 18 months now.
We got 4 boys and we got 4 girls. So.
And they actually all alternate girl boy all the way down. So
wow. Don't brag.
Yeah. We're good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they actually do help us a lot. So not just with pictures, but with saying whether they like stuff or what they want to see. And
it's good to get because they're young, they're teenagers and little kids, and so it's definitely good to get their input. If they like it, then hopefully other kids will like it.
Yeah, have you gotten the "My mom and dad are cool" with this brand yet?
Sort of. Depends. They let us post their picture, so I guess that's a good sign.
Yeah. So what do they think about this? What do they think about this family effort, this new, venture that you guys are going into?
Well, they really like it. And then when we kind of threw ourselves into it, this past few months, it took a lot of both of our time with like the website and Facebook and Instagram and starting up. And, that was difficult, but then they really stepped up and, wanted to support us. And so that was really cool, especially the older kids just helping. And like right now, the older kids have the younger ones upstairs so that we can do this. So they've been really supportive, and they think it's cool that when they see the shirts and that people comment, they're like, "Oh, that's awesome," So they like that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, we got
like a few kids, to know that you are taking your whole bunch to find all these great activities in North Carolina that's inspiring some of the topics that are on your shirts, I think is fantastic. Stephen, I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just going to share an example. Me and Katie took a road trip to make a delivery of some shirts, and it was going to take us pretty much most of the day because we were going to have to travel, and so we left the kids here at home, and I'm just saying, they've stepped up a lot just to be supportive and understanding that we're trying to make this work, and it's definitely a family effort.
Yeah. I have to say, for folks that maybe haven't seen your Instagram or your Facebook, I promise you, these are made for catalog ready children that are, promoting this fantastic. I mean, Stephen, your designs are great, but I think your family's making them look really good.
Well, that's Katie.
Well, the funny thing with that is because we said we try to go explore something every Sunday, and we do our little church lesson, and then they'll go, and each one who has their Stay Stranded shirts, they know to put their shirts on so that when we go somewhere, they're like, "I'm ready," like, "Is this a good picture?" So it's like they have that now that we're gonna wear our shirts, and then it's in our head to Mom's gonna take a picture. So
awesome. So what does it mean to you to be able to, as any artist or creative person or entrepreneur, to know that people are now excited about what you're creating? I mean, you've got folks here in our comments that are giving you shout outs. I mean, there's lots of love for you guys. You're obviously, moving some shirts. People are connecting with your brand. What does that mean to you?
I mean, definitely as a designer, it's definitely fulfilling, and there's definitely some satisfaction in knowing that, wow, people really do like this. Because as a designer and artist, you're always like, well, I hope people like it, and you want to hear that feedback of, wow, this looks really good. And so it's definitely some satisfaction knowing that, when somebody makes an online purchase, I'm like, It's just, thank you. It's just, it's definitely a very good feeling.
And with Stephen, and especially with this, he really is a big community person. He has done a lot up here with his artwork for a lot of the schools in Franklin County. And it meant a lot to him to want to connect with people doing all different things. And so I know that was a big, he likes doing that when people are like, oh, cool. So.
Yeah, and I know you guys are big outdoors folks. You love sports, and so kind of resonating with everyone that it is okay to be out there and to find adventure and to choose. I think I love the compass logo. Choose your destination, explore, stay active. Have some fun with some sports. I think that your family really kind of represents that. When I see the pages and I see kind of your catalog come to life in your social media.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we really like that opportunity to do that. And being out too with our family, like sometimes we'll take my parents, and I hope they don't get mad if they watch, they're in their 70s, but they are out there hiking with us and enjoying it. And, my mom's a Raleigh native, born in North Carolina, and she didn't know where some of these places were. So it's been neat to have all age groups, I guess, come with us and enjoy it, have fun.
Yeah, we've got a couple more comments in here. It says Michael Elaine Beckstrand. Oh, obviously a relative there. We love the American flag shirt. I think you're modeling that in Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the shirt, but I don't think I have it on hand right now. We did that one, kind of as we were celebrating 4th of July. I wanted to, just show something, a little patriotic. You can stay stranded right here in our country.
Yep. And it says Trisha here says 2020 is the perfect year to get outside, find what you love, and to stay stranded. See, so what does it mean to you to hear that? I mean, people are now using your brand as in just everyday kind of communication as a call to action.
Yeah, I like it a lot, and that's kind of when I'll give the credit to my wife because she really came up with the idea for Stay Stranded. I was thinking of for my company like Stranded Studio, and she was like, well, what if we created a brand that was just Stay Stranded? And I was like, it resonated with me, and so I was like, I think people are gonna connect with this saying, and so and to hear that other people are using it, it's like I feel like, okay, this is gonna make a difference and hopefully make an impact on the lives of others.
Yeah, so I just want to put out there, Katie, Vicky, I'm assuming is somebody and she says a young 70s.
Yeah. Yeah.
We hear you, Vicky. We hear you. Well, guys, so what's the future look like? What's the plan for Stay Stranded? And I'm going to end that with, so when are we going to see these in Omega Sports?
Yeah, when are we? We'd love to get in there and have especially like the disc golf one, and we do have a running one, which we don't have on here right now, but the running one's cool. I do know we love the outdoors and everything too. We've had some requests, and I love reading. So like our fall line is going to have Stay Stranded in a book. So it's not always outdoors where people can find what they love. They can do that with being in a book. And for North Carolina, we're so sad that the state fair is not going to be here. We wanted to create a good Stay Stranded state fair shirt. So that's going to be like a special release coming soon. So, and
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and then, we want to branch out into other, apparel. We want to do hats and flip-flops and, kind of see where that takes us, just to give other people, because T-shirts are great, but, we want to just do a little bit more. And then, if we could do something like events, like if we could do something with Omega and create some type of running event or disc golf event, that is something that I would definitely be interested in, as I love to compete.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm calling our buyers right now.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
The good news is that so what you guys have done is you've created this delightful moment in social media that you guys are a great family. You're kind of modeling what I think is the optimistic side of what is happening in the world right now, which is you're spending time with your family. You're out there enjoying all that's out there in the communities that we have. and you're creating fun and whimsy and showing local love. Those are all things that we love when we say growing a greater neighborship. So we've had some conversations. So for the folks that are watching, I definitely think that there's going to be some collaborations happening here. And I'm going to claim it now, because whoever watches this better not snatch you away from Omega Sports. So I've got to move fast.
We love with North Carolina and the companies and all that Omega represents, being a neighborhood sports store like we've taken our kids there to get shoes and snow pants and basketball shoes for me when I was playing. And it's great. We love it. And they're always friendly. Like every time we walk in, I'm always like, everyone, can I help you? And they're just right there. So it's great. So we'd love to work with you guys more.
Yeah. Well, that's what good neighborship is about. I mean, supporting local is a huge driver for us. So, it would be, and I'm just going to be completely honest, from a marketing standpoint, from a design standpoint, we want to support local, but we would also love really great looking shirts. We love really great looking apparel. And so there's the storyline that you guys have, which is fantastic, and I think tugs at a lot of folks right now. But Stephen, the designs, and Katie, the work that you guys are doing and creating the look for it is superb. I mean, it is definitely attractive, and it is something that I'd love to see success just continue to soar, because I think it connects, and it is all about that local love and coming from a good family that's out there just kind of doing their thing.
Awesome. Thank you. We appreciate
thank you
that.
so much.
Yeah.
So Katie, tell us, how can folks currently right now, before we do something with Omega Sports, how can folks find your shirts?
Well, right now, like I said, if we have our Instagram, a lot of the shirts are posted on there, but also we have them on our website, which is staystranded.com. And then they are in stores down by the coast in the new sports shop in Kinston and in Cedar Point, North Carolina. So they do have some there.
Great. Competition.
I know.
Well, good. So I'm going to do a quick shout out to everybody watching. So, you guys are on Saturday Mega Wellness with Omega Sports. We want to grow a greater neighborship. Do you guys want to see Stay Stranded in Omega Sports? I just want to know. Is it just me? Am I the only fan? Or do people really want to see you in a sports store? Ashton says, yes, get them in the store stat. Ashton, I'm going to take that and put that right in my email. All right, well, guys, so, I heard you say you have some upcoming plans for the fall. It's not just adventure. It's also really taking time for yourself as well. I love that. I think I heard Stay Stranded and read. Any other teasers you'd like to put out there while people are starting to comment? Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes.
I don't know, the fall line's coming out, and just look for more of wide, I'm trying to think, variety of not just necessarily outdoors, but some indoor stuff too, because you're talking about wellness, and it's physical, but also mental. And sometimes, mental, you need to escape to a book, or in my case, a plate of chocolate chip cookies.
I think there, Katie.
Yeah. So balance and everything. And then, we're excited to promote more activities and options and things for people to do. So, and get stranded in.
Well, Stephen, if you need my avatar for anything, I've got a cute little avatar that I've gotten a lot of praise for. So just let me know.
Okay.
I've got a nice little avatar that you can put on a shirt for I don't know, something.
Yes. We'll use an animation or something.
Yeah. Well, guys, I appreciate it. I wish we had your whole family there, but again, you guys are doing some really great things. Just continue success as a family, and continue success as a up and coming North Carolina brand. I know that you guys are continue to just take over. I mean, I think this is the theme that I think people are resonating with, and I am going to do everything I can to connect with that theme even more. So as we start having conversations, if there's things that we can do to help out, let me know, even if it's just to, make sure that you're staying in our Insta fave kind of flow. that we can continue to keep promoting until we can find those right moments where we can get you in the stores. For folks that are watching, it's not an easy thing to just say, hey, tomorrow you're in a store, because we do a lot of our stuff in advance. But I think there's a way that we can be creative to get things happening sooner than later.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, we definitely would love that.
Hide the avatar in the designs. Interesting. Thanks.
A little Easter egg in there.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, again, I know your kids are upstairs. You guys very quickly joined us, so we appreciate that. Again, I want to remind folks, if you are looking for Stay Stranded, you can always go on to Instagram. I believe it's at stay.stranded, correct?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then you have a website, staystranded.com.
Yep. Yes.
All right. And again, I'll do my job and, make sure that everybody sees what we see here in our comment section here. And of course, all the love that you're getting on Instagram as well.
Awesome. Thank you very much. We're glad we could be here.
Yeah, it's been a real pleasure.
Absolutely. You guys have a great Saturday. Enjoy. Stay stranded in a different location. Get out there and have some fun.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. Hopefully you guys were inspired by that. We, first of all, we love finding new brands. We love when those brands love local. They love North Carolina. I see there's nothing but, up all the way around for this particular brand, Stay Stranded. Great people, great mission. I hope it inspires people to get out there to try new things. I love that the fact that it starts with creativity and connectiveness with the family, that they said, you know what, let's try something new, that entrepreneurial spirit. They're getting out there and they're making it happen. So continue to keep supporting them. And then, of course, as I always say, support local. Our neighborhood sports stores are here for you. If you are staying stranded and finding adventure out there, make sure that you have the right gear. Make sure you have the right clothing, whether it's new shorts that are soon to be arriving. We have more shorts arriving every day, or if it's your footwear, or even just a good pair of socks or insoles, to make sure that you are staying safe and that you're keeping your body taken care of as you're out there having a bunch of adventure. So anyways, I want to thank you guys for joining us once again. Every Saturday morning, we wake up, we put on this show. We have great partners that we work with. I want to thank you for joining. Have a great weekend. Check your email for all the latest on Omega Sports, all the great wellness tips, and of course, all the great savings. Enjoy.